the people. We are united. We will not let you kill our planet. We are the people. We are united. We will not let you kill our planet. We are the people. We are united. We will not let you kill our planet. We are the people. We are united. We will not let you kill our planet. We are the people. We are united. We will not let you kill our planet. We are the
All right, everybody, let's give it up for Too Much Talent, babe!
everybody. My name is Ford Fischer. I am a first-generation Mexican-American here. I am here representing the Kia Collective, which is an indigenous collective. Sorry. I am here representing the Kia Collective, which is an indigenous collective of indigenous activists and allies. Like I said, my name is Jorge Esteves. I am a first-generation Mexican-American. I come to you from San Antonio, Texas. And for those of you, thank you. Oh, you got the 210 here? And those of you who don't know, I come from a city that is suffering from 100+ degree weather since the beginning of June. Okay? We are, just the other day, on the news, I saw that we are 46 days in with 100+ degree weather. We've never had that before. Never. I grew up in San Antonio, Texas, born and raised, and we've never had that before. We always expected, 100-degree+ weather, maybe in August, late July, maybe for a couple of weeks, but never the way it's been. We are on stage 3 water restriction in a city, a metro area of 2 million people, with a population that is 70%, about 70% Mexican American. And the reason I'm telling you this is because we have politicians, okay, in our government, at every level of government, that have legislated in ways that have put corporations at the forefront of their interests, who have put power, individual power, at the forefront of their interests, instead of people, and especially not people of color, black, indigenous, and other people of color like our Mexican American community. They have allowed corporations and other people in power to build communities, our communities, to build over our communities, places that cause high asthma rates within our communities, that cause some of the worst effects of the climate crisis, okay? And we are angry. We're angry because they never listen to us. They don't listen to indigenous communities when they say, when you allow these extractive industries in our communities, you're not only causing death of the land, you're causing death of the people. And it's been happening for decades. One of our members of the Kia Collective, one of her main speaking points is this: many of our communities are coming to you from the future. What does that mean? That means that everything that our communities have been suffering, for those of you in the white majority, that's going to happen to you too. Because even in this day, they don't give a fuck about you. True. We don't. I also work, my professional life, I also work for the Green New Deal Network. I am representative of the Communications Department for all 23 state coalitions. And one of the states that I've been tasked to support for the past year is West Virginia. And let me tell you right now, Senator Joe Manchin does not care about the people of West Virginia. Senator Joe Manchin cares about himself, his power, and the interests of corporate lobbyists and those corporations, the rich. That's all he cares about. And I know that you all heard yesterday that he and Chuck Schumer came to an agreement for the Inflation Reduction Act, right? I've been following that man's politics for the past year. And that right there was a power grab, okay? That act, that agreement was Joe Manchin's power grab. And I can guarantee you that there are corporate interests that are consulting that man to create what he launched yesterday, what he released to the media yesterday, okay? I can guarantee you that there is some consulting firm that built that legislation, okay? He was preparing for it. All his speaking points up until this point was to set the foundation for that legislation. And what does that legislation do? It tethers clean energy to fossil fuels. That's all it does, okay? So we're here to say that for whatever, they claim is the good stuff, seal the deal. However, that's not enough. That is not enough. What we also need is for those people who are going to be there pretending to do something for people, right? Because this is a game for charity. Well, the charity that we really need, they haven't done it. And it's not just for certain groups of people, it's for everybody in this country. For the environmental justice communities, the Black, Indigenous, and people of color communities who have suffered for decades now because of what they've done to us. Okay? And so we need a climate emergency. We need Joe Biden to announce a climate emergency. Because what they presented yesterday, again, is not going to be enough, and it still gives power, and it still allows fossil fuel companies to keep doing business as usual. And like I said, for those of you who are part of the white majority, and I'm speaking with a lot of truth here, you will see that what we have suffered, if you haven't suffered it yet, you're going to. Okay? You're going to. This is a warning to everybody. So seal the deal, and we need Biden to declare a climate emergency. They need to meet the moment. If not, we're all going to rise bucket up and show them how it's done. Thank you.
My name is Ted Glick. I'm here representing Beyond Extreme Energy. I'm glad to be here. It's great to follow my brother with his wise words. I came down here from New Jersey. We're enacting a strong climate justice movement in New Jersey for two reasons. One was to come here tonight, and the other was to go to the headquarters of the rubber stamping Federal Energy Regulatory Commission, FERC, this morning. Beyond Extreme Energy, working with many other groups, has been fighting FERC for 8 years, bringing all the pressure we can to get them to stop their rubber stamping ways. This morning, eight people inside the monthly meeting of FERC stood up, spoke out, and let the FERC commissioners know what we think about what they are doing and what they need to do. And those are the kinds of actions, whatever happens with this legislation in Congress, that we need to continue to build and develop and grow. We can't believe that the best legislation that is passed by Congress is going to do it unless there's a strong grassroots movement engaging in all kinds of actions, including nonviolent direct action, civil disobedience, hunger strikes, all kinds of actions. We're not going to get the change that's needed. You know, we're at a kind of a strange point today, literally today. Here we are demonstrating, taking action around this congressional baseball game happening in a climate emergency that Joe Biden should declare. Joe Biden declare a climate emergency and then take action accordingly. The climate emergency declaration opens up all kinds of possibilities for funding and directing resources to things that without it won't happen. That to me is frankly more important than what Congress does. It's like a reality. It's the real thing about what is the situation. Rather than, frankly, a lot of the negotiating stuff that goes on, they call it sausage making. That's almost like a positive spin on it, frankly. The kind of deal making that goes on in Congress to get legislation passed. So we need legislation that's strong on climate. There's definitely some of that in this legislation. Some people in our movement think that there's a good bit of it. Others of us think that there are a lot of problems with this legislation. There are things that shouldn't be there, and frankly, I'm more critical than I am more positive. But I think, again, What's important is to recognize that for anything to be happening, it's because of the strength of our movement, and we need to keep building that, taking action day after day until we solve this crisis and bring about the transformation in this country on climate, on racial justice, on women's rights, on LGBT rights, on labor rights, on all of it. We need a new system. We need system change, not climate change.
System change, not climate change. System change, not climate change. System change, not climate change. System change, not climate change. System change, not climate change. System change, not climate change.
And act with urgency, declare a climate emergency. 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 Act with urgency, declare a climate emergency.
What do we do when our land is under attack? What do we do when our water is under attack? What do we do when our communities are under attack?
Stand up like that.
What do we do when our future is under attack?
Stand up like that.
We know that Manchin, Biden, and Schumer are playing with our lives. We know that the promises that they've made to us are not going to be fulfilled. We need Biden to declare a climate emergency. We cannot accept half measures. We cannot accept false solutions. We need real action now. My name is Ashley. I come from the Absentee Shawnee tribe of Oklahoma, home to pipeline crossroads of the world. I live on the front lines of climate crisis and fossil fuel extraction. My people are dying right now. It's not a matter of 10 years from now. It's not a matter of tomorrow. Our people are dying right now. We cannot have neoliberals push us into apathy by pretending like what Joe Biden, what Schumer, and what Manchin are doing is acceptable or enough. Let's talk a little bit about this bill really quick. This bill is rife with false solutions. It ties renewable energy to the fossil fuel industry. It opens up leases that were not even going to be opened up. This is not a good deal. This is going to kill my people. My community is still under attack. So I need all of you people who live on the East Coast, who have white skin, who have resources and privilege to fight like your life depends on it. Because it may not depend on it today. You may feel apathetic now that Manchin said that he's going to give us some half promises, some half measures. But my community, my indigenous relatives, my black relatives are going to continue to be sacrifices for your apathy. So remember those words and burn them into your spirit now. This is not enough. Yes, seal the deal on climate, but also declare a climate emergency. Where I live, we don't have Democrats or progressives fighting for us. We can't afford to be satisfied with negotiations or half measures. So I need you to stand the fuck up and look at me, because I may not exist in 10 years from now. My children don't have already. We live at the epicenter of the heat wave, and nobody can even afford their electricity. I need you to understand this is urgent. You live on Zoom, you have air conditioning, you have clean water. That's not the reality for everybody else living in this country. So stand up like your lives depend on it. It may not depend on it today, but mine does. And I hope you remember my face. I hope you remember my words. And I hope you fight like our future depends on it. So what do we do when our land is under attack?
Stand up, fight back!
What do we do when our water is under attack?
Stand up, fight back!
What do we do when our communities are under attack?
Stand up, fight back!
And what do we do when our future is under attack?
Stand up, fight back!
Yahweh, stand up, fight back.
We'll see what happens. I remember she said it first. I missed it. I forget what it was.
do you a favor.
No, no, fossil fuels.
Mention deal is not enough.
No, no, fossil fuels.
Mention deal is not enough.
No, no, fossil fuels.
Mention deal is not enough.
No, no, fossil fuels.
The mention deal is not enough.
No, no, fossil fuels.
Mention deal is not enough.
No, no, fossil fuels.
The mention deal is not enough.
No, no, fossil fuels.
What do we want?
Climate justice.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
Climate justice.
When do we want it?
Now.
If we don't get it,
Shut it down.
Shut it down.
Shut it down.
Shut it down.
Shut it down. Shut it down.
Shut it down.
Shut it down.
Shut it down.
Shut it down.
Shut it down.
Shut it down.
Shut it down.
Shut it down.
Shut it down.
Shut it down.
Shut it down.
Shut it down. Democrats, seal the deal. Democrats, seal the deal. Democrats, seal the deal. Democrats,
Seal the deal.
Democrats,
Seal the deal.
Democrats,
Seal the deal.
Democrats,
Seal the deal.
Democrats,
Seal the deal.
Democrats,
Seal the deal.
Democrats.
Seal the deal.
Declare a climate emergency. Declare a climate emergency. Declare a climate emergency.
Declare a climate emergency. Declare a climate emergency. Declare a climate emergency.
Declare a climate emergency. No. Declare a climate emergency now. Land back is climate justice. 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 Land back is climate justice.
Stand back.
It's climate justice.
It's climate justice.
It's climate justice. Land back.
It's climate justice.
Land back.
It's climate justice.
Land back.
It's climate justice.
Land back.
It's climate justice.
Land back.
It's climate justice.
Land back.
Climate justice.
Land back.
Climate justice.
Woo! Democrats, seal the deal. Democrats, seal the deal. Democrats, seal the deal. Democrats,
Seal the deal.
Democrats,
Seal the deal.
Democrats,
Seal the deal.
Democrats.
Seal the deal.
Wait, no, some of y'all say we have let's move against the game. Sorry, it's okay.
What do we want? Where do we want it? What do we want?
Climate justice.
When do we want it? What do we want?
Climate justice.
When do we want it? What do we want?
Climate justice.
When do we want it? If we don't get it,
Shut it down.
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 what do we want? What do we want it? What do we want?
Hey, close it, close it, close it.
I'll find you, don't worry.
Max, what you doing?
I am trying my best to block and disrupt this congressional baseball game.
Come on, tell us why you're doing this.
I'm doing this because the government does not care and refuses to acknowledge that there's a climate emergency right now.
And how are you hoping that blocking the baseball game is going to make a difference about that?
Well, if more people come out here and join me in the streets, we can make sure that nobody can enter. And when nobody enters, everyone understands the problem. The problem becomes pertinent to them.
Good to know. Looks like they closed that entrance.
Yeah.
Somebody too.
It's Leanna. Thank you. Shut it down!
If we don't get it,
Shut it down! Climate justice! Shut it down! Shut it down! Shut it down! Shut it down! Make some noise to say Democrats take action on climate change! Make some noise!
what is 1776? Donald Trump to restore the government.
Enviro is not enough! No, no to fossil fuels! Enviro is not enough! No, no to fossil fuels! Enviro is not enough! No, no to fossil fuels! No, no to fossil fuels! No, no! Not enough! No, no to fossil fuels! Enviro is not enough!
Stand right next to me.
No, fossil fuels. The mountain deal is not enough. No, fossil fuels. No, fossil fuels. The mountain deal is not enough. No, mountain deal is not enough. No, fossil fuels. The mountain deal is not enough. No, fossil fuels. The mountain deal is not enough. No, fossil fuels. The mountain deal is not enough. No, fossil fuels. The mountain deal is not enough. No, fossil fuels. The mountain deal is not enough. No, fossil fuels. The mountain deal is not enough. No, fossil deal is not enough. No, deal is not enough. No to fossil fuels. The mountain deal is not enough. No. The deal is not enough. No fossil fuels. The mountain deal is not enough. No fossil fuels. The mountain deal is not enough. No fossil fuels. The mountain deal is not enough. No fossil fuels. The mountain deal is not enough. No fossil fuels. No more fossil fuels. Steel is not enough. No more fossil fuels.
All right, so it looks like they've shut down a total 2 out of the 4 front entrances here. The police have a line set up to sort of prevent the the leftmost one. So it's kind of divided, so they can't spread out. Do you want to kind of focus on that? I know that it's not like it's all the way around, but you want to focus on that side and it'll be kind of just your face.
It's mostly just a wall. It's like regular traffic.
Yeah. Are there still people? There are still people sitting there. So I mean, I guess just I have a second person here filming as well. In case you saw that interaction, I'm trying to be spread out so I don't miss anything.
How's it going? Good to see you, buddy.
Good to see you.
That's Guido, right?
No. That's Max.
That's Max.
It's Guido's friend.
Guido's friend.
Max is also been used like 5 times.
I think I might have saw him. Excuse me, back up, back up.
What are your names?
Get here. Stand by. Get here. Get here. Back up. Right here. Right here. Look good. Right here. Right here. All right, we'll back up a little bit. Back up one step. One step. Let's go. Curve. How many guys? Right here. Turn around.
Max tried to get away. That was so funny. What? Max like just tried to dip. He just tried to run away, and they were like, "Sit the fuck down." it was such a feeble escape attempt that almost nobody noticed. I'm shocked they didn't come. She just tried to. She just tried to hold for it. He's been arrested like 5 times in the last month. It was like a perpetual. Sorry. Her name is Bridget, as I've got her. Oh. I don't know her. And she's made attempts. Now 2 attempts to run out. Max, dude, you really think that was gonna work? I see you back just a little bit for me by this pole again, please.
Climate justice! 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 Climate justice!
When you happen to know Max was sure. At one point, I could find it. I don't Come on, he's off jail.
Let's break.
Guys, give him some room. Give him some room.
Straighten her out. I didn't go up here, right? You go first. He goes first. Back. I just out of the water. Oh, sorry. I'm not doing something. No, I got you. I fixed it. Let's get the car.
Back up, back up, back up.
Let's push our police line back up, back up. Back up, back up,
Move back.
back up.
Let's move back.
Back up. Hey, push it back a little bit. Push it back a little bit. That's good.
Remember I said there's a guy who's the biggest living back freelance. That's exactly who I am.
Ma'am, any comment on your actions today?
Alright, well, I could stay and film those two get loaded into the police van, but it seems like they're pretty much out of the game. So I'm going to head back into the center of it. No pun intended, by the way, because it's a baseball game. So I'm heading back into the entrances now. But to give a quick summary of what's been going on, the protesters have basically been trying to block the entrances, and it's kind of been like a game of whack-a-mole, where they show up at one entrance, try to block it, the police shut down that particular entrance, try to push people to the other ones, and so forth. Frankly, if the protesters had more protesters, they probably could have shut down the whole thing. The police seem kind of unwilling to arrest them because they're able to just close down one at a time, and that's basically been enough to keep the traffic flowing in.
There were no lines. Same as other lines.
To get in there right to the other home plate.
I saw your text. Were you talking about
That
something
got spicy
there or
over
here?
there, yeah.
What happened?
That's the CSC security.
Sounds like security world, man.
She stood, they tried to rush
driving in, I saw
them. I saw Ron over there. And she just like, just went, whoa. And they just like, these three skinny kids just went, whoa, back.
Oh, wow.
I was following too.
Any arrests on this side?
They tried, man, they tried.
And they got away? Or?
They know, they just refused to arrest them.
Oh.
Like
two people were actually arrested on this side. But it took a lot.
Yeah, no.
They like got detained, they sat them down, and they basically kept trying to run away.
Yeah.
And then the police kept catching them and going, sit down. And then like finally, like after they like actually like hopped the fence to get away from being detained, like they successfully ran away and then they actually got arrested. Do you know if my guy Paul was next to you when that happened? Did he get that?
No, I was the only person there. Yeah, like whoever this guy is, that's going to be a big news story because he had a congressman, not a congressman, but like supporting, so he's probably a staffer. Right.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I don't know.
Pretty sparse in here now.
No, because they're trying really hard not to arrest them.
I think so. Yeah, this is like how much I'm surprised they didn't go missing. They were literally holding on to that guy's leg for like at least 30, 45
You got
seconds.
videos or only?
I got video.
You got video of that?
Yeah.
The girl coming out.
The thing that you're talking about, where they were up front, I think I was behind us. I feel bad, I was in mid-interview with somebody. I did get her that, though. Oh, shit, that's nice. I mean, they should have gotten at least one person for assault.
Based on
Tell me you saw.
All kinds of things.
all of the gates open, that's really rare.
Two arrests over here.
Yeah,
This is the land that I belong to, and I'm standing up for future generations, and I hope that you do too. I hope you have a change of heart and realize the emergency that we're in. We're on the same side. These people don't care about you. They don't care about us.
Any idea what happened here?
No, I don't. I wasn't here when you. But she probably knows.
Do you have any idea what happened here?
People are protesting for the climate emergency.
Oh no, I mean I know about generally. I mean,
they're
specifically
blocking the entrance, and so they're getting arrested.
They tackled him pretty hard.
They're blockading. Yeah. That would be lovely. Until I get too hot. No worries. They're lovely, but cumbersome.
get us that one, please? Thank you.
Yeah, it was two there, and then there was that guy. Do you know what happened there? I got him being pulled away just now.
I was told that one of the private security for the stadium was like kind of pushing them around a little bit. So
Right.
they might have been a little bit more aggressive on trying to get in on that side.
Right.
I didn't see that.
The guy who got arrested over there, but who I didn't see the moment he got arrested, he's wearing like overalls. Like, he looks like he might be like a right. Is he on the right, or is he like he is one of these guys?
Yeah.
I wasn't sure.
What right winger wears shirtless overalls with Birkenstocks?
Well, so the thing that was weird was there was a guy with a communist badge.
Yeah.
And he like slow clapped it, like it was a sarcastic clap when they took him away. He might have been making fun of the cops.
I think he was making fun of the cops.
Yeah. There's a third arrest over there, but like I missed the moment that the guy got arrested. Count three.
There's another gate open now, right field. That's where they're sending half the crowd.
Where is that?
It's down to the right, but I don't think these people even know. The Nationals people have been like directing.
Right.
I feel really old.
Running around.
No, all these young people. In the interest of my dinner, if you plan to get arrested, do something.
Seems like the police are trying to not
It's like
guys trying to
fight kind of over there.
It wasn't a fight.
Like a push thing. Did you get whatever that was?
Yes. There was no like physical contact. There was like a lot of hugging like this. I didn't see any.
I saw a photo of like a person's like hugging the security guard's leg.
If that happened, I missed it.
Okay.
There was one security guard. It's actually that one right there. It was like really aggressive. It was impressive.
Okay. All right.
No, I didn't catch that.
I'll see whatever it is. Yeah. So apparently they're opening another entrance like in that direction, but apparently they opened another entrance over there, and the protesters don't seem to be. Like the protesters.
Not enough. That mentioned deal is not enough. No more fossil fuel. That mentioned deal is not enough. No more fossil fuel. That mentioned deal is not enough. No more fossil fuel. No more fossil fuel.
I've had it on my shelf for a while, but I do plan to read it. You bought it, that's all that's all
That mentioned deal is not enough. No more fossil fuel. That mentioned deal is not enough. No more fossil fuel. That mentioned deal is not enough. No more fossil fuel. That mentioned deal is not enough. No more fossil fuel. That mentioned deal is not enough. No more fossil fuel. That mentioned deal is not enough. No more fossil fuel. That mentioned deal is not enough. No more fossil fuels. What do we want? Climate justice. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Climate justice. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Climate justice. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Climate justice. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Climate justice. When do we want it? Now. The Mansion deal is not enough. No fossil fuel. Mansion deal is not enough. No fossil fuel. Mansion deal is not enough. No more fossil fuel. The Mansion deal is not enough. The Mansion deal is not enough. No more fossil fuel. The Mansion deal is not enough. No more fossil fuel. The Mansion deal is not enough. No more fossil fuel. The Mansion deal is not enough. No new fossil fuel. The Mansion deal is not enough. No new fossil fuel. The Mansion deal is not enough. No new fossil fuel. The Mansion deal is not enough. No new fossil fuel. The Mansion deal is not enough. No new fossil fuel. The Mansion deal is not enough. No new fossil fuel. The Mansion deal is not enough. No new fossil fuel. The Mansion deal is not enough. No new fossil fuel. The Mansion deal is not enough. No new fossil fuel. The Mansion deal is not enough. No new fossil fuel. The Mansion deal is not enough. No new fossil fuel. The Mansion deal is not enough. No new fossil fuel. The Mansion deal is not enough. No new fossil fuel. The Mansion deal is not enough.
I saw him get taken away, but I didn't see what happened. He's wearing like overalls without a shirt under it. Did he have a red shirt on? It was I don't remember the color. It was overalls with no shirt, like you could see his like nipples.
No new fossil fuel. Mansion deal is not enough. No new fossil fuel.
As they took him away, I was like, looking across closely, and one of the white shirts turned around, and it was a cop I didn't recognize, and he goes, Ford, could you go inside? And I was like, excuse me.
Oh, you're famous. You're famous.
So I was like,
I was really hacked all the communications, etc.
what's CART?
No new
fossil fuels.
Critical and super responsible.
No new fossil fuels.
Yeah, critical.
No new fossil fuels. No new fossil fuels. Climate justice. Now. Climate justice. Now.
The CDU teams
Shut it down.
Right. Yeah.
Shut it down.
they come from the districts.
Shut it down. Land back! 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 Land back!
I thought that was going to be.
Justice. No new
So I
fossil
kind of wonder if
fuels.
we're going to be able to see the.
No new fossil fuels. No new fossil fuels.
I think they might actually position themselves for that.
No new
I
fossil
mean, they could do it consciously.
Climate justice.
Hold the stadium.
Now. Climate justice.
Does it not? They don't.
Now. Shut it down.
I kind of
Shut it down. Shut it down. Shut it down. Shut it down. Climate justice.
But no, it's not. It's kind of
Climate justice. Now. No new fossil fuels. No new fossil fuels. No new fossil fuels. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. Solidarity
Looks like Warcraft's kind of
forever.
on the other side. I don't know that something's happening, but it's worth checking out.
Where is Ford? And
Anything interesting here?
I talked to John Manchin today.
No. From there, I was like, oh, look how much blue is here. Maybe something's happening. Narrator. It was nothing was happening.
it appears that Ford was seeing doubles. I did see him over there, but that was like 5 minutes ago.
It's just cops.
Yeah, just going around.
Yeah, this is happening.
guy I think at my state. They tried multiple times. Yeah. Oh yeah, I was down the ground. You saw this. This is when they tried to get up again.
The max escape?
Yeah.
They're gonna have to put him in max security.
Man, this looks so fun.
Editing. Max trying to get away. One of the protesters kept trying to run away.
Nice. Yeah, nice, yeah.
Don't you really love that? Take your battery.
I think the main crew kind of like disappeared. Which worries me.
Yeah, there's not a lot.
Audi field, Morgan.
Like the people that were right there, like evaporated.
I'm gonna follow whatever that is, so you stay there. Come on.
I don't care much of them.
They were asking for backup for something, but then they got in the cruiser.
There's no entrance now.
It's a big enough deal that they turned that up. Well, no, if they're all circling to the other side. Yeah, let's get some exercise. Chase that shit. I would go faster than those red lights. You just run, I am out of shape. It would be funny if they're going to something like totally unreal. It's just like a murder like 2 miles away.
Just a boring old mass shooting.
Oh God, don't even say that.
You're not on live.
Hi, live audience.
Oh shit.
To my folks watching, this is exactly what it looks like. I'm chasing red and blue sirens because maybe there was something happening. It seemed like the cops were kind of in a rush to get around, so they got in a car and then drove. So I guess I'm just going to see the other side of the stadium and see if anything in particular is happening there.
If you feel like you can run, go for it. I'm not
No, I understand. Straight through this.
sneaking obedience.
Yeah, right.
I'm not a sweet medium.
These are those two vehicles, right?
There's two guys here. I recognize from the protest. This is the guy you want to interview.
Hi.
Lovely hat.
Up and down. I was trying to follow that CDU team. But
Yeah, that was what I was doing.
yeah, but nothing yet.
Nothing?
Yeah, I just pinged them. There's a right field.
Contact, and they were like, "Don't."
I can go check right field. I'll be right back. I'll ping you guys.
That's okay. Which way the home plate entrance be? I have no idea. Okay. I got a message that said nothing at home plate entrance. So I mean,
Well, where am I? Still 2,000 steps. That's what I gotta do. 10,000 steps is the goal.
right.
I do enjoy it. It does give me an opportunity. I hadn't gotten any photos of the 76 guys.
How are you here? Nothing anywhere else except for the.
Y'all are just out of shape, man. You're all just out of shape. Yeah, sorry. I gotta work out my
I was making a joke at my expense. So we ran over here because we saw cops speed over here, like with sirens on. But the command center is like right over there. So since there's like nothing to see, what?
Penny Nance. She's Concerned Women for America.
Oh,
Like
okay,
the
whatever.
CEO.
She's not protesting.
I'm gonna head back around.
I kind of want to see the command center since we're here. We can just see how active it is.
Did you get a sense they were making any?
I don't think so. It's pretty clear to me that they're trying like as hard as they can to not arrest anybody. Because like Max literally had to like run away like and be stopped like 3 times before they put handcuffs on him. Like that was absurd.
Did you see if it was MPD or Capitol Police with the Electric Suppression Agency?
No, it was MPD.
Looking and it's actually MPD.
It was MPD. It was MPD. It was definitely an MPD vehicle, and the cops who were like, like I recognized all of them as MPD.
I think they have Capitol Police on the inside. It must be MPD on the outside.
Well, there are Capitol officers outside as well, but I don't think they're not arresting. Okay, to my folks who are watching, I kind of rushed around here, as did some other press, because there was some speeding, sirens and all that kind of stuff coming this way. Seems like there was nothing there. But since I'm here, we're going to take a little look at the Capitol Police Mobile Command Center that's set up behind.
Do you know where the entrance is?
All the way, right, like the well, there's also one there, but
And then they're like kind of all around, so.
It'll show you.
everywhere except here.
Maybe on your tickets it has that info. Yeah. I don't know.
That's not my voice to anybody listening on my live stream.
always love when you take a photo like that and you file it, and then like 2 years later it shows up in like a sports story.
Right, yeah.
And I'm like, that was at a... There's a DC protest. One of the July 4th protests we covered, the July 4th right-wing protest we covered, I took a really nice sky shot, and it appeared in some like general stock photo of the DC. And I'm like, yeah, right below that photo was really big. I'm like, oh, it's yeah,
What was he holding up? Like a Bible or something?
oh, I didn't see him hold up anything. No.
Yeah, just the whatever. Take a full lap. Do either of you have the time?
Time for you to die, Mr. 7:14.
Okay.
I jumped to.
Because there was a thing that could happen at 8. You know the type of thing.
Yes. I wish I knew where that thing was going to happen. If there was an angle inside.
Start people wrong.
I think.
But that wasn't.
Yeah, starting We Will Rock You. That's funny. I mean, I think that probably from the front over there is the best we're going to get as an angle for the thing.
God damn. All my muscles are...
Exercise is good for you.
Oh.
Don't you just want to turn into a mannequin right now?
I do, like, because I'm an old man and I have a bad back and bad knees. I use the elliptical machine. I don't jog. I'm also too large of a man to probably run.
To people who are eavesdropping on the background in my live stream right now, nobody who's behind me is over the age of 41.
Are you explaining me? Let me
I might be. Care to explain?
I gained the pandemic 30, and now that's a meme.
Now, yep, he's verified too. Now that's verified information that he just put out there. Anyway, we just took kind of a full lap in case you've been watching sort of around the stadium. There was sort of a siren or something, like it seemed like the police were rushing over this way, and there was kind of nothing to see. So that resulted in a full lap being taken. But I think the game should basically be starting soon. In any event, I'm heading around back to the front. As a kind of summary of what's been going on so far, it's basically been a game of whack-a-mole where the protesters have basically gone in front of, there's like several entrances. The protesters could close off one or two of the entrances by sitting in front of them. The police would close it, and then they would reopen another one without actually arresting the protesters. It seems to me like their goal has been to keep people moving in, but not actually make arrests. So far, I've actually witnessed only 3 arrests, while like a few dozen have actually participated in this. And of the 2 arrests where I actually saw the thing leading up to the arrest, they were like fairly, engaged, to put it lightly, where a couple of people were detained and then tried to like run away. And they tried that like a few times before they were actually put in handcuffs. So, as you can see as I'm walking by, there's still people at a few different entrances trying to get into the game. But the activists have only shut down a couple of entrances toward the front, sort of on and off.
The mustache thing, like, is that like a big thing now? I see a ton of people with like Top Gun stashes.
I think that's also a pandemic thing. People had time to like not have the embarrassing like small facial hair.
Well, you also, I mean, like, if you're wearing a proper mask, you shouldn't be wearing a beard. So.
Yeah, well, right. Okay, we are coming back up to the front entrance of the Nationals Park, where the Congressional baseball game is about to take place. Again, I can see that there's protesters still there, but again, they've kind of on and off been succeeding at blocking individual entrances, but of course have not shut down the whole game, nor, like, enough entrances at a time to actually prevent people from being able to get in. So we will see how it continues. Yeah, it's the 1776 restoration. It's the remnant.
It says it's 1776 now.
Oh, just one of the.
People over profit. 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 People over profit.
I don't think they've started. They haven't started.
People over profit. 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 People over profit.
Oh.
People over profit.
I guess you're right. I didn't even realize they were playing.
People over profit. 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 People over profit.
Togo references, it really shows the like cultural zeitgeist that has disappeared from that era. You gotta find like a guy in the movement that's like really just really big. Like
And there's always one guy.
There's also still rainbow. It doesn't seem like it. These guys have stopped even chanting, so I'm just going to go over that one. Been interesting.
Oh yeah, it's been a crazy 24 hours. We redid all these signs and seal the deal.
Yeah.
Was that a message we planned for?
Yeah, it seems like things in Congress have actually changed a little bit. Happening right now.
Still need cinema.
Oh, so they don't actually have the votes?
Well, cinema hasn't said who they want. I don't know if that's because she's an attention whore or actually undecided.
Right. It makes everybody have to really care about her feelings for
Right, because she was left out of the talks. So.
Right.
You're not disappointed in change, they're part of. Let's see, so you're very online. My sense is nothing's gone like super viral of any of the tweets about this, right?
Well, I've been live the whole time, so I haven't been able to actually look at how social media is. But I don't know what would. Like, I'd be interested to like see like what the most like viral moments have been so far, but so far I've just been live beginning 10, so I'm not privy.
Yeah, you know, it's interesting with the Kavanaugh dinner, which I went to, like, the day of was, like, super chill. Like, it was literally 3 of us, and we didn't actually, like, get anything interesting on camera whatsoever. And it's like, I thought it was nothing, but then, like, 24 to 36 hours later, like, turned into this, like, cultural trope.
Right, yeah. And people were all debating about like the ethics. Like, I don't think I ever actually saw a video of it with my own eyes. I just saw people like arguing about it.
There was no video.
Oh, the video didn't exist.
There's no confrontation. If there's a confrontation, I would understand why it would go viral.
Right. I just remember it being a subject people were arguing about, but I never actually saw it.
There was no.
So that's interesting. There weren't any. Huh. Well, that would explain that. Was there only 3 people?
Yep. Me, Thomas.
I didn't realize it was that small. That's interesting. I mean, it shows the ability to make an impact.
Right.
Climate justice! Now! Shut it down!
This is supposed to be a drop inside. Yeah. Could be soon.
Yeah, it's gonna happen.
I don't know what the angle's gonna be, you know?
No, we're not. We need to do it.
We need to do it.
There's no way it'll be visible from here.
No, there's no way. I mean, I really don't know what the future holds, but I don't see how it could be. It'd be great to go with it for $10.
Oh.
Climate justice!
Do you think they'd let me in with a camera though?
Shut it down! Shut it down!
As long as it's not a removable lens, you might be able to get it.
I have a DSLR.
You have a press pass.
Yeah.
You'll let you in with this one. You need to do
Climate
that.
justice!
That's my dilemma too.
What do we want? Climate justice! When do we want it? Now! If we don't get it, shut it down! 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 If we don't get it, shut it down!
Yeah, the being right at the beginning of the game or after the first.
Well, the game already started.
Yeah, so it's going to be.
Were there any arrests?
3.
3, okay. Is that definitely confirmed?
Well, yeah, I've seen 3 with my own eyes. There could be more, but I have
definitely
seen 3.
3. Okay.
So there were 2 people here who, like, pushed past a police line, and then they were told to sit down, and they were detained but not arrested. And then the police sort of stood around them, and they literally got up to, like, run away, and the police were like, stop them and put them back down. And then they were like, if you do that again, you're going to get arrested. And like, then they did it again. Like, I think they were trying to be arrested. I mean, that was the point. So those 2 got arrested because of doing that. Then there was one guy over there who I filmed be taken away once, but I did not see what led to it.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Raising money for legal costs, so I might try to find a bit of that. One sec, I might have to hopefully we can chat more over here.
Seal the deal! 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 Seal the deal!
So I just asked. They said if the lens is over a certain size, it's not allowed. I asked him about this. He said this would be cutting it close, but they should be letting it in. I guess I shouldn't do it like that, right?
Seal the deal! Seal the deal! Seal the deal!
Did they have anything in the backpack? I tried to see it. Well, I don't expect the most to I mean, it clearly says no backpack. I'm watching, like, they're just waiting to get Now, the funny thing is,
this is what democracy looks like!
that's shorter than this.
This is what democracy looks like! Tell me what democracy looks like! This is what democracy looks like!
I mean,
This is what democracy looks like! This is what democracy looks like! This is what democracy looks like!
like 5 minutes. Really?
This is what democracy looks like! This is what
Not for long, but
democracy
it'll be
looks
heavy.
like! This is what democracy looks like!
According to
Stolen land!
they did start the game because this whole area is basically the main entry point, and so they diverted all the security this way, and so it slowed everything else down on the other ways. And then also, they were supposed to have shot by now, and so they're not getting over the security here, so they wanted to.
Stolen land! Where are you? Stolen land! It's climate justice! Where are you? Stolen land!
I mean, the good thing is, we were right there in the car.
Stolen land! Where are you? Stolen land!
Oh, wait, yeah, sorry, I got turned around. So if everybody wants to load in,
It's climate justice! Where are you? Stolen land! It's climate justice! Where are you? Stolen land! It's climate justice! Where are you? Stolen land! 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 It's climate justice! It's climate justice! Where are you? Stolen land! 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 Where are you? Stolen land! Where are you? Stolen land! It's climate justice! Where are you? Stolen land! It's climate justice! Where are you? Stolen land! Where are you? Stolen land! Where are you? Stolen land! It's climate justice!
I'm keeping my eye on like that part of the thing to see if it's maybe the people who are going to do their thing are going to be over there.
It's climate justice! Where are you? Stolen land! It's climate justice! It's climate justice! Where are you? Stolen land!
because they had to divert all the security over here. So the other, that's why there's like a huge line over there.
Honestly, I wouldn't know.
I know, like, she just said,
Like, I wouldn't say, like, did they say, like, how much? Like, was it, like, usually? Or?
I don't know, I think it, honestly, I don't even know if it's security.
And they said it was against their head, like,
Because they had to reposition all the security. Also the security, they were supposed to be frontline, and they had to stay out.
Oh, boy, you hope we get paid over.
They're not. Which I immediately was like, I immediately was like, I was being like, so you guys forming a union, right? And she's like, oh, we don't have one. I'm like, no, but you're forming one, right? Here's the problem. I'm like, I can incite a protest.
It's climate justice. On stolen land. It's climate justice. On stolen land.
There's going to be rain for a little
Climate
bit.
justice. On stolen land. On stolen land. On stolen land. It's climate justice.
Do you have an umbrella? Yeah,
They're really kind people.
that's fine. No, I mean, so far I've gotten 2 arrests and 1 like post-arrest.
Right, so this is the evolution. That's what it is. That's what it's like. It's like being with my grandparents. It's like the nicest people. It's like very, very.
Cool. Yeah. I might try to like multi-cam it. I'll find some. I mean, obviously,
I think that this would have been, if they actually had their 250 people,
I mean, I'm gonna run.
A few people were arrested. I have not confirmed who all those people were yet. But thank you all for coming out to demand, one, that Biden declare a climate emergency. Yeah? And 2, the Democrats seal the deal on climate. We need to pass stronger legislation than what was brought together by Joe Manchin. That is not enough, and it does not help indigenous communities nearly enough. Okay? Everybody's here. We all understand. Thank you so much. Thank you. Awesome. If anybody needs anything, let me know. I have no idea what's equal signs. I'll collect them. Take them on the metro. I don't know how much longer this is going to be. Does anyone have tabs on the game and know if it started yet?
Yes, I'm literally watching it right now.
Okay. Does anybody have tabs on the game and know if it started? It started. Okay. How far are we in?
We're at the 7th.
Okay. Well, I would say.
Oh wow. So that means.
We may see some allies come out of it. There's a lot of energy right there. You can't stay here and volunteer and support that. But we're trying to respect the fact that these minimum wage event staff are getting frustrated with this. They're keeping up what's going on. So, super awesome to do whatever you know.
New York broadcasting.
Oh yeah, maybe you can find it like that.
Are we checking it? What is it?
I have to wait for a commercial on C-SPAN.
Also, I'm relying on Zach to drive me home. He picked me up on the way here from home. But also, what you just said is really interesting. If those people do the manner, they might be. She was saying some allies might get escorted out.
I'm not one of
We
the
could either be here or the command center up there.
Ooh, you're right. They could send them either way.
Extinction Rebellion, DC. There's Sunrise Movement.
What station game?
I would imagine that they have one more things to be dealing with. If you're worried about it.
Well, no one here has your notice that I was talking to you. So you will remember this day. Remember this day. Today is 28th of July. Yeah, but you should remember that you need to take part in that. But you have to take part in that. Take nothing. Take comments out. Take nothing. Take comments out. All you know, short comments. Martin Luther King. All you know, short comments.
Can we buy a ticket and bring our cameras in? So firstly, I heard it was 7th inning already.
There's no score on that. I was watching the C-SPAN thing. Of course, then why would C-SPAN have like a score?
Like a score graphic.
Yeah, oh, that would be hilarious.
But also, they were saying how, you know, they're done, but they were like, if you want to be here to support our allies, some allies are probably going to be escorted out soon. I can see it's Republicans 3, Democrats 0.
Something, I'll use my just hold on to that for a second. And jump.
4th inning. No, it says 4th inning here. Not 7th.
I would bet that they're going to withdraw really soon if we're going to do it because that sky is. Yeah, and that looks poor better. Can we keep this rolling? Or... That would be such a great fucking shot inside. It's like a metaphor or something.
Yeah, right.
The storm clouds are rolling around the Congressional baseball game today. Hey, look at it. It's me running out there.
But it's only 4th inning.
On the other hand, like, they've noted that how are you, meanwhile, yeah.
C-SPAN probably would actually catch it. Voting wins.
If you need to, we're parked like right over there. So oh no, I'm just saying if we need to like go, like or at least like it's gonna be like one of those like it's gonna be long enough.
Okay, to my people who are watching, 3 arrests. As you saw earlier, just a bit ago, the group kind of dispersed. They sort of declared victory over the fact that the baseball game actually did apparently start late because of them, so that was accomplished. Apparently there's a possibility of something happening inside the game itself, which I kind of have an angle at here, but it's hard to see. But the other thing is just that it's about to rain, apparently, so I'm going to cut the live stream here for now. I'll still be out here recording, so if something else happens, I will have it. Either way, I'll have HD footage up later tonight. I'll only go live again if there's additional demonstration that begins kind of where I can see it. So with that, like,